Hello guys and welcome to another MK Mobile tutorial video, and today we'll be answering a very important question. What is the difference between attack boost and damage boost? Some of you are already asking why I'm re-uploading this video, and the truth is I failed to test something extremely important which unfortunately led me to the incorrect conclusions. So I decided that I had to include the new stuff, otherwise I would risk giving you some misleading information. Anyways, in case you have seen the old version of the video, you can skip to the timestamp that you are seeing right now so that you can start from the recently updated part. However, if you are seeing this video for the first time, then just sit, relax and enjoy. So, in order to find out what is the difference between damage boost and attack boost, I built this team featuring classic Katana and silver Jax. The reason being, they both have the same attack, so this will guarantee that their base damage should be the same. Also, those two guys have exactly the same damage of their special too, so we will have the opportunity to check both their basic and special attack damage. What we do is first we are going to check what will be their base damage without any amplifiers, and then we will give Katana Ice Bomb for 50% damage boost in Link Way Tower, of course, and Rat Hammer so that Jax can gain 20% attack damage boost. And of course, we will compare the damage inside the Link Way Tower so that the Ice Bomb boost can actually have effect. And here we are in the first battle. You can clearly see that those two guys deal exactly the same basic attack damage, 387, 773, 1159, and the special attack 2 damage is exactly the same. Of course, I'm going to compare the special attack 2 with the lowest possible score on the minigame, and the damage we have is 16,730 for both of them. And now it is time to check what will change once we give them the appropriate items. We're giving Jax the Rat Hammer and we're giving Katana Frozen Mummy, and there we go, we are ready to start testing. And now we go into another fight and we can clearly see the difference. Both of them perform better than before, definitely. However, let us see the numbers once again. Katana basic attacks damage rocketed to 580, 1159 and 1739, which is around 49.8% higher than before, so we can definitely say that the Link Way Tower damage bonus works properly. 50% increase of the damage actually is 50% increase of the damage. It makes sense, right? And her special 2 damage is now 24,697, which is an increase of 47.6%, again very close to 50%. Jax, on the other hand, also increases his damage to 450, 899, 1348, which is around 16.3% higher than before. And his special 2 damage now is 19,458, again precisely 16.3% higher. So we can clearly see that for 20% attack increase we get just under 17% damage boost, which means that roughly for each percent attack our damage increases by 0.8%. For now it seems that the pure damage boost is slightly better than the attack boost. However, we have to do one final thing, to check how they work combined. In order to do so, I will use Cory Blade for 15% attack increase and 100% damage increase on our Jax, and we'll go for another battle in LKT doing the same, basic attacks and special too. as a result, we have totally different numbers with the total increase of the damage by 124% for the basic hits and 119% for special 2. Again, the damage increase in terms of special attack is slightly lower. We have to note that. And by the way, because we already established how attack works, it is very easy to dissect the new numbers. All we have to do is to increase the base damage by 12%, as this is the actual damage boost generated by 15% increase of attack. Remember, it is 0.8% for each percent attack. And then multiply the new numbers by 2. If we do that, you can see that the numbers almost match completely. But is this really the case? Are we missing something here, guys? Quite honestly, I was convinced that damage boost works like this until one Reddit user challenged my beliefs today, and in the end it turned out that he was right. I missed to check something extremely important. First thing first, I missed to mention that if the enemy toughness is higher than your attack, then it is always better to get, for example, 50% attack rather than 50% damage boost, because as you know, if toughness is higher than the attack, the damage decreases. And second, I didn't check what happens if you score 100% of your minigames. Honestly, I didn't do it because I didn't think it was necessary, and because not scoring anything at all on the minigame is simply easier to test. I mean, nothing can go wrong. I cannot score 6 or 7% if I don't touch the display at all, right? But it seems that I was wrong. I was dead wrong. In order to picture all of this, I'm going to do something similar, but this time I will use just one character, Grandmaster Sub-Zero. Again, I will give him Linkway Tower Gear and Rat Hammer, but this time I will check the damage of his special one at minimum minigame, which means 5%, 50% and 100%. Plus, I will check what happens when you use X-Ray with those two items. Again, I am in a battle where you can see the base damage of Sub-Zero Special 1 without any gear whatsoever. Very useful here is the fact that this minigame is easy to control. You can easily score 50 and 100%. At the same time, you are seeing the future battles when I have Rat Hammer on the left and LKT Frozen Mummy for 50% damage boost on the right of the screen. Again, at first glance, LKT damage seems better, and it should be better after all, the damage boost is almost double the attack bonus. However, there is something disturbing around the numbers we have this time. Let's take a closer look. With the most terrible minigame score, the attack performs extremely close as the previous examples. We have damage increase of 16.9%, and by the way, this pattern repeats itself regardless of the minigame score. 16.9% more damage dealt to the enemy by increasing our attack with 20%. Now let's take a look at the 50% damage increase. And we can immediately see that there is something wrong here. The numbers don't quite match. The maximum damage boost we ever got is 36.5, and the percentage steadily decreases as the score of the minigame increases until the point where we have just 21.5% damage bonus with 100% achieved on the minigame. But why? The answer lies not in the percentages, but in the numbers, guys. Look at them. Let's find out what's the difference between the boosted damage and the original damage. It is always the same. 6,782, which is, by the way, if you look at the character card, around half of the minimum damage of Sub-Zero Special 1. Thing is, if you assume that you have higher attack than the enemy toughness, then damage boost outperforms attack boost. However, in terms of special attacks, the damage boost is not that effective unless our minimum and maximum damage is the same, and the more you score in the minigame, the more the bonus percentage decreases. As you can see, I tested the X-rays the same way, and this time the results were kind of expected because, of course, we don't have minimum and maximum damage on our X-rays or fatal blows. Attack as usually boosted our X-ray damage by 16.9%, and the Frost Mummy performed as usual, or I would rather say as expected, because it boosted damage of the X-ray by 50%. So I'm really happy I made this video because I learned some stuff as well. If I'm to make a satisfying conclusion on all said before, it will be like this. If your attack is lower than the enemy toughness, then attack boost is better than damage boost. If your attack is higher than the enemy toughness and you want to use mainly basic attacks and X-rays, then damage boost is better than attack boost. And if your attack is higher than the enemy toughness and you want to rely mainly on your special 1 and 2 and less on your basic attacks, then attack boost is better than damage boost. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this updated version of the video. I really did. This is all from me for today. See you next time. Take care.
Perfect. Perfect.